So more ex-VShojo members are coming out and talking about this situation, which is very, very interesting because this situation in particular, or the people that I'm going to be talking about today, is Nyanners, Silvervale, and VeiBae, who all left at a kind of similar time. Obviously, Nyanners, I think, was the first one to leave out of them, and then Vei and Silver followed. And yeah, they left quite a while ago, and I think they were kind of catching on to a lot of the kind of problems at VShojo well before any of this happened. I mean, they left ages ago, and it seems like, you know, they've actually kind of spoken up about some of the previous issues that they've had at VShojo, and it's very telling to see exactly what VShojo have been up to in the background. And obviously, if you guys don't know, you guys can go back and watch all my videos talking about what exactly happened. Obviously, this all started with the Ironmouse video of her essentially leaving VShojo due to them taking a large amount of money from charity. It's over $500,000, as well as money from her, as well as money from I think it's like 5 other VTubers as well, which is absolutely insane. And well, it seems like we have more of these kind of situations on our hands with these kind of things. Obviously, as I said, Nyanners was the first one who actually went on stream to talk about this, which we will get into in the highlights of that stream. But Silvervale also put out a kind of post as well saying, "My heart goes out to all of the communities affected by this recent news. I know that it's surprising and heart-wrenching for a lot of people. There's a lot I wish I could say, but I signed a pretty aggressive NDA, sorry. They made my mum sign one too." So Silvervale is under a pretty aggressive NDA apparently. And yeah, I mean, making your mum sign one as well is pretty crazy. I mean, I don't know what exactly, you know, your mum is going to say about it, but surely the company's done something pretty bad if you got to NDA your family as well. I mean, let's be real. Like, I don't know, but they keep on saying it. All I can say is that it's been bad for a long time, and I warned everyone as much as I could. It was so much worse than you could imagine. The VTubers make the agency, not the other way around. To take advantage of those who trusted you is vile. Never derive your value from an agency. Believe in yourself and your content because you're worth so much more than you can imagine. So again, obviously a very positive message there from Silvervale, but also obviously kind of exposing some of the stuff that, you know, VShojo were doing in the background, including NDAing her and her mum. Obviously, if we go to VeiBae as well, obviously left at the similar time. Obviously, they made this post saying indie bitches with that do together, and they say, looks like nothing has changed between 2023 and 2025 in terms of how the org management moves. Couldn't and still can't say stuff about the god-awful NDA that had to sign. I legally can't badmouth the company, but at least everyone now knows the reason why we left. Now, obviously, she says, you know, I can't badmouth the company like under an NDA and stuff like that. But she definitely spoke up in Nyanners' stream, because Nyanners actually went live and talked about this. And obviously, there's a couple of clips that came from this, which we will talk about. But essentially, Rima Evanstar, if you guys don't know who she is, she's obviously very big in the VTuber space in terms of like news and things. Obviously, go give her a follow. She actually made a very useful kind of summary post of, you know, what Nyanners was talking about in her live stream, talking about her kind of, situation with, VShojo and stuff like that. The first kind of bullet point saying, at the time she left, VShojo owed Nyanners the equivalent of a Mercedes S-Class, which is obviously 117,000. Obviously, they said I'm bad with cars, but someone can confirm in the comments. This was a major reason for her departure. So obviously, yeah, another large amount of money is owed to Nyanners as well. Obviously, it was at the time that she left, though. I'm not sure. Obviously, they will keep on, continuing with that. I say this was a major reason for her departure. She was also swatted during a sponsor stream and had to continue streaming after and keep smiling on camera after law enforcement came at her door. VShojo never paid her for it. So she did a sponsored stream, and she's been quite iffy on doing sponsors anyway. She's been very selective about her sponsors, which obviously is totally fine. So to even do a sponsor in the first place, and then obviously this to happen, and everything like that, and then also to not get paid for doing any of it and going through all of that as well, I mean, you know, that's obviously awful. And she says she still has nightmares about the swatting incident. It left deep emotional scars, which obviously, yeah, I could imagine. I mean, you know, it's absolutely horrible to be swatted, and obviously it's such a big problem in terms of streaming in general, not just VTubers, but again, you know, yeah, terrible. And they say she said she kept telling herself, at least I'll be paid, but she wasn't. This was back when she first started and needed the money more. Said she would ask for it, but they claimed they didn't have her payment info, but had literally sent her payment 2 weeks prior. After leaving VShojo, she made more in a few months than she did in years with them, partly because they hadn't been paying her properly. They said VShojo had an expired business license at the time of her and Vei's departure, which was one of the key factors that allowed them to exit the company. They said she was discouraged from having a lawyer review her contract. When she did, it was used against her. Wow, she's so heartless. She's talking to us through a lawyer. They said after leaving, remaining talents were told they were troublemakers or outright lied to. She said she was painted in an unsavory light, which, yeah, definitely is interesting. And, you know, it kind of clears up a lot of stuff from around this time, because I used to watch VShojo quite a bit during the Nyanners kind of period, whenever she was still part of VShojo. And I did find it weird how, like, people like Mouse and that, who were very close with Nyanners, didn't really interact with her afterwards. You know, VShojo, they've never really been the company to kind of limit, you know, outside collaborations. They've always been allowed in, but there was never really a Nyanners collaboration after she'd left, despite, you know, them kind of saying it was, you know, amicable and fine. But obviously we all know now that it wasn't, and that was probably one of the main reasons as to why we didn't see any collaborations with them in the future, despite them being, you know, pretty good friends. So again, that kind of makes sense. Obviously as well, you know, and obviously that might be due to, you know, them lying to the talent and then telling them that she's awful, whatever, and them not wanting to do the collab, or also them just restricting them to do it as well by saying they're troublemakers. They said Vei was under an NDA that blocked her from talking to others, isolating her and preventing discussion, which is, yeah, crazy. Vei in chat adds, part of the company's terms for exit was announcing her and Silver's departure at the same time to avoid panic. She says this was done to make it seem like they were leaving as friends, even though the decision was individual and they hadn't spoken about it. Oh, okay, so again, Vei and Silvervale obviously left at the same time, as we know. But, you know, it wasn't a, you know, they both decided to do it, and it was kind of a joint decision. It was separate. They didn't really talk about it with each other, and then VShojo were just like, can you just announce it together? Which, yeah, definitely is interesting. That's a very weird way to go about it. Say Vei in chat, with how long it took them to pay me back with my lawyer pestering them 24/7 about it, I bet they used other talent sponsors' money for it, like getting a loan to pay for a loan. Which, yeah, that's definitely interesting. Vei adds in chat as well, they didn't get paid for sponsors from 2021 to 2023, and that VShojo fans pushed a false narrative that they were greedy or left because of boyfriends, which, yeah, I mean, that's just so dumb. Obviously, as well, this was one of the kind of screenshots that came out. I even posted this over on my Twitter as well, on my page. And yeah, it's a literal screenshot of Vei talking about it in the chat. Obviously, she said on this one, she can't really say much, but she's saying quite a lot in this chat, which is quite funny. Obviously, they're saying, and it's good as well. It's good that this is all being kind of aired out. So Nyanners said her lawyer was audibly horrified during the contract call, sighing and saying, some of this is ridiculous. They said, on the topic of corporations, some corpos encourage or even astroturf false narratives to protect their image, she adds. Says, on the Ironmouse charity funds, who steals from charity? To screw over the face of the company like that, this is comically evil. Mouse always wanted VShojo to succeed, which makes the betrayal even worse. Panini, ex-staff, gets good praise. Nyanners felt bad. Some staff thought she disliked her after leaving. Yeah, obviously due to a lot of the bad mouthing and stuff. And we all covered, I covered, you know, Panini leaving the other week. And obviously, it was quite weird because obviously they'd done so much for the company. It was very weird to see them leaving, like at a time like this, like before any of this stuff actually came out. And now it obviously makes sense why they did leave. They said VShojo owes everything to their talents. She wanted to leave before her contract was up, but wasn't allowed to say anything. Said, it sucks, we all put our trust in these people. We believed in them. She stayed because she believed in the mission, even though there were cracks from the beginning. Vei was the first to say we need a lawyer and got a lot of hate for it. Nyanners says they both got unfairly smeared. She doesn't blame fans or talent for believing VShojo's image. She believed it too, which, yeah, obviously is true. You know, they were giving a lot of false promises. They'll be like, yeah, it's going to be fine. Everything's going to be great. And that just wasn't the case at all. She also praises Aethel for supporting her and never influencing her decision to leave. He didn't deserve the rumors or criticism he received when she left the company. Obviously, they're referring to the whole, you know, you left because of your boyfriend thing, which is just so dumb. They obviously said, thought the new wave with Henya might mean they got their act together or rewrote the contracts, but it seems like they just didn't. On Kason, she tuned into the stream and said it was unreal. Called Kason a legend for confronting JP CEO live and telling him she quit. Ranted a bit about the IRL stream backpacks, lots of tech issues, and saying that she never thought she'd talk about this until the situation blew up. Thought she would take it to the grave and never have an opportunity to clear her name. Hope I got everything. Dropping the full link in the description below. Obviously, there's a full link to the VOD. And obviously, yeah, these are some of Vei's messages, obviously providing the proof of her saying this all in chat. You know, she was very vocal in chat, which obviously is great because it gives us even more context behind what is going on. And yeah, it seems like obviously it's very sad that Nyanners, Silvervale, and Vei had all been kind of dragged into this and had all been kind of smeared and, you know, had their name kind of ruined in the space just because they wanted to leave a very scummy company. And I hope that this does clear up a lot of stuff for people in terms of, you know, because obviously there's probably going to be a lot of fans out there who like just didn't want to associate with them, didn't want to watch them, whatever, due to a lot of these claims. And I hope that they've seen this now and realized, you know, what is actually going on in the background, because, you know, it can be pretty detrimental to their indie career, just kind of smearing them like this and creating lies and false narratives about them. But yeah, that's essentially it. I mean, this is also one of the clips as well that Nyanners, you know, was talking about the fact that they didn't pay her when she got swatted, which is crazy. And yeah, I mean, overall, it's just very sad that all of these people have been mistreated. And that's pretty much everything from the Nyanners, Silvervale, and Vei side of it. I just kind of wanted to compile it all together, obviously, because they were all from the same kind of era. Honestly, it was probably one of the best eras of VShojo, at least from whenever I was watching it. It was really great whenever they were all interacting with each other. But now, times are a bit different. Now, VShojo has 0 members, as we all know, which is, yeah, I mean, it's interesting. But yeah, as I said, as always, go to the Spotify link in the description down below for the Ironmouse Immune Deficiency Foundation donation link. Definitely go down there, support them. They're really close to catching up to $1 million over, which obviously is way more than what VShojo owes them. But obviously, you know, let's just hope they can get that money back from VShojo. I don't know how likely that is. It probably won't be that likely, but at least, you know, we can make something, you know, good happen in place of that. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, put notifications on, because there's going to be more videos coming out, not just from the perspectives of these people, but even more people as well in the future. There's so many other people that have talked about their experiences and opened up, exposing VShojo even further. It's just there is so much content to get out right now. It is very hard to schedule it and get it out on time, but obviously I'm going to try and get the newest thing out as quickly as possible so you guys get caught up as quickly as possible. But yeah, that's all I got, and I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all.